Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Radium's Decor update. Yes, this brings it to version 1.1, and this just brings pretty much more blocks from Raw Survival. You know, that's pretty much what's going on here. Added the mossy crates, you know, the diagonal one, and some like new ammo crates, I guess that's what I'm calling them, at least. Like in this damaged one, there's a bunch of them. And this update, guys, this update brings 27 new blocks. 27. And these are just mostly variants. Like, you know, it has a bunch of sandbags, a bunch of 3D fences, which you can organize into all sorts of different patterns to make some like pretty unique shapes. Like, see, you can like create like this like cool W thing, or like little crosses. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things for it. But yeah, there's 5 new fences and just you know, more blocks. What could be better asked for? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so there's a cracked. I don't know why default Minecraft doesn't have like a cracked and a mossy version for like every single block. I think it should, to be honest, in my opinion. Am I gonna add every single block like that? I don't know. Maybe one day. But for now, I had cracked andesite and mossy andesite, or polished andesite. I probably should rename that. That's a mistake there. But anyways, there's the polished cracked andesite and the mossy andesite, and you know, these pretty simple. You know, they're nothing crazy. But what's cool about the cracked one, it will actually just randomly change. Like, you can see like the rotations change of the crack, but not like the way the block is like facing, so it still looks like the light angles, you know. I feel like the highlights are still the same face, but you can create like a pretty, you know, it just adds more detail to all these variations rather than just seeing the same thing over and over again. Having things like this just helps. Like, see, it's just like randomized automatically, which I think looks really cool in my opinion. Not every block has that, but some blocks. And of course, add a couple more crates. Like this is like an extended crate, so you'd use a top, like an upper and a bottom one, and you can create some cool things with it. So like in Raw Survival, I'm using it as like just like a big crate like this, but you can also use it as like a wall. Like, doesn't this like kind of look like a cool wall that you could put? I don't know, you know, there's some things that you could do. I think it's pretty cool. And of course, you got some candle holders, a couple candle holders. Pretty snazzy. You got like a damaged one and like a healthy one. Like, this one's used, I guess you could say, and a little candle fell over. I don't know. Super random. But they're just in Raw Survival again, you know. And of course, the sandbag, guys. There are so many sandbags. Let me see. Sandbags. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variants of these sandbags. And I think they're really cool, but they're really specific in how you use them. So like, as you can see, they kind of stack. That's what I want. This is what I want. Okay, so they kind of stack weird. So like, if you were to place them by themselves, for some of them, it will look weird, you know, because they won't have like the interconnecting pieces to make it, you know, look like it's one continuous wall, you know. So you just have to be mindful of how you place them. There is one version that's a sandbag 12 that will literally just stack by itself. So it's just 12 sandbags stacked like that. And of course, they won't like match perfectly like that, so just be mindful and not have the texture clipping like that. But yeah, guys, it's pretty cool. You can make a lot of cool walls with this thing. The sandbags, I think they're a nice touch for this kind of content that I'm doing here. And yeah, they got the sounds. They sound like, you know, cloth, how they should. Yeah, guys, that's that's pretty much it, honestly. I can't really oh, so these patterns, I should actually touch on these. So like, how I created these, it's not just like placing it over and over again. It's like, see how it creates that same pattern. Here, let me go over here. Creates that same pattern over and over again. So how I did that, I just like go back and forth, you know what I mean? So you just go back and forth and you can start creating some really cool shapes, you know, like some unique shapes. So just play around with it, because it depends, like it changes rotations based on like whichever way you're facing, you know. So you could, that's how I created those unique patterns with these 5 variants And there are so many different options, you know, like these are just a few that I spent like 5 minutes doing, and they're all different. Like you could do so many things. I think that's really cool though. Having the freedom to be able to do things like this with blocks, I think that's so rad in my opinion. I don't know, maybe you guys think otherwise, but I forgot to mention, guys, that this add-on can actually be used with other texture packs. Not all the blocks, but you know, all the ones that have like the default textures as like, you know, whatever. You can use any resource pack and it will overwrite my textures. So, you know, like I'm just going to activate. Actually, here, let me just make it super obvious. Do the plastic one. So let me just go ahead and play really quick and I'll be right back. As you can see, guys, a lot of the block textures do change. Like this, actually, the iron bars are using this plastic texture pack that I'm using. Like the wall variants are actually using all the wall textures that whatever resource pack you're using. You know, I think that's really cool, you know? And some of them will break, you know, some of them won't be perfect. Like this one looks, I mean, that looks okay. But like this, that shouldn't be like that. Bushy, that should be something different. But I mean, that looks kind of cool, you know? I mean, it's different. But, you know, see, like the ones that are completely custom, they won't have a custom or use the texture pack, because obviously I didn't make textures in whatever texture pack you're using, you know what I'm saying? That would be literally impossible. But as like same with the leaves, like I had to make custom textures for these leaf blocks, and these are like unique blocks anyways, so it's not going to overwrite your texture pack that you're trying to use anyways. So you can still use like this for whatever, you know? Like that's still really cool in my opinion. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. This is a super short video, just a super quick update to the Radium's Decore. I think it's really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Have a good one. I'll see you later.